Ooh. Welcome back to the Valkyrie Show. This is your host, Queen Stoner. I am joined today with my beautiful guest, Death Bunny. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Woke up. It's a beautiful day. It's another day to do amazing things.
Yes, it is.
So, I want to touch a little base with you, just in case our viewers don't really know who you are or, what you really do do here with BTMX. So, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I'm a new inspiring model.
Okay. You Heck yeah. And what is your modeling based around?
Gothic, alternative, a little bit of gorecore, I guess.
Okay. It's pretty killer. It's badass. So, and I know that your husband, I believe, is in a band.
Yes, he is.
Correct. Do you help with that and everything else? Is that another thing that you do you're part of that?
Not so much, but I do try to sell tickets and stuff for him, and I go to most of his shows. So
That's good. I like that. I like that supportiveness. So let me ask you. So when it comes to modeling and everything else, what is your biggest fear? When it comes to modeling and everything, what's your biggest fear?
I'm not really sure. Probably not being able to express myself the way I want to. Maybe.
I can understand that. Okay. I do apologize for my lighting. I do not know what is happening. I am trying everything and it's not working. So it is what it is at this point. But okay. So let me ask you. So as an up and coming model, and as your husband has a band and everything else, are there any female band members?
No.
Okay. I was just gonna ask, with you up and coming and with his band and everything, and you trying to help out with that, in the ways that you do, how does that make it hard being a woman doing those things?
You always have to worry about sexual harassment and stuff like that sometimes.
I agree. Sexual harassment, all of that. You gotta be careful of, people putting you out there that, in places you don't want to be put out, taking your photos and stealing them, or just all the negative hate and everything else. But I mean, if we all remember that we're all beautiful creatures in our own way, then I don't understand what the hate's for.
Yeah, I don't either. It's a big
So
waste of time.
I agree. I mean, it's kind of like what I was talking about on the last show and everything. If there's more love in the world, and if there's less hate and less, all that and everything, everything would be so much more peaceful. Life would be so much happier, and it would be so much more relaxed and enjoyable. And people would actually want to be on this planet.
Yeah.
But people suck a little bit. They don't always think about things that they do. They don't always think about the outcome. They don't always think about other people. They only think about themselves. And it's sad. And I think if there was more love and everything else, smoke a little bit of weed, all that good stuff, everybody would get along and things would be so much easier. But, well, let me ask you, do you feel like the modeling industry compared to, like, say, the music industry is friendlier towards women, or do you feel like it's vice versa? Or do you feel like it's about the same?
About the same. There's good and bad to everything.
Okay. Well, what are some of the negatives of helping out your husband's band as, like, a female, for example?
So far, there really hasn't been many negatives.
Mhm.
But It's only been a year.
Gotcha. I mean, still, I mean, there's always time for something, but that's really good. There's not really a lot of negatives, so. So where are you trying to see yourself go with all the modeling and everything else? Are you trying to, are you trying to reach all across the world and just get your face out there? Are you trying to make a little bit of money? What, what are you trying to gain out of modeling? Is it for self-confidence?
For self-confidence and a little bit of money.
I get that. Oh yeah. All right. What made you want to do modeling?
I just feel like I can express myself this way, and I'm really into fashion. And
I agree. I think that's a good idea, and I love your outfits that you put together and everything. Going over some things with you, trying to figure some stuff out for your up and coming shoots and everything that are going to be coming out. And I love your little style that you got going on or what have you. I like it. I think it really, it definitely speaks to, certain types of crowds and everything. And I think that right there will help blow up just the fact that there's certain groups of people, like, for example, like band members that are more on the gory side and everything else that are going to be drawn to you. And then, you start representing their merch or, what have you. And I think it's a great, way to boost that confidence, because as you start seeing the numbers rise on your page and you start seeing the likes on your posts and the wonderful comments that people leave to tell you how beautiful and amazing you are, because you are, it definitely builds that confidence and makes you feel like you're like a queen. And you feel great. And before I started doing modeling, I had no confidence in myself at all. I still have, self-esteem issues. I always have. I probably always will. I mean, we're human. We all have our little thing that eats in the side of our head. But doing any little thing in this life to make that just that much better and that much quieter, I think is a good idea, no matter what it is. And for us, it's modeling. So how did you hear about BTMX?
I worked with them in the past a little bit. I was on their page a couple years back.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool. So let me ask you, when you go out and everything else, and you go to a concert, for example, and looking at the crowd and just looking at everything, do you see, trying to think of how to word this, do you see how men and women are treated differently out in public like that?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you've noticed?
Women are definitely more sexualized, as I said, and some people feel like they can just walk up and do whatever to you.
Yeah, especially at concerts.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my biggest fears and everything going to concerts and stuff is people feel entitled while they're there, and whether it's the alcohol or say they taken in some drugs, whatever the case is or what have you, or they're just plain sober and just plain stupid. I feel like that is a massive fear going to concerts and everything else like that there's somebody lurking somewhere type thing. And it's hard and it's sad having to look over our shoulders and having to be worried about going to a concert. I should feel just like that man walking through that door, happy go lucky, not worried about a thing, just going to go enjoy it. And instead I'm worried about, okay, who's standing around me? Why is this dude so close to me? Why is he getting even closer? What should I do? Do I need to leave? Should I go home? I'm uncomfortable now. I'm gonna just leave. And it shouldn't be like that. And it's sad. And it's kind of foul. When it comes to, let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a situation where you saw a woman getting sexualized, or you saw her, and you can tell, you saw her being uncomfortable, and you saw that she was not, okay with the situation she was in. Have you ever encountered that and, helped, or, let somebody know, or what have you, or,
Personally, I have not, but
Okay.
it would definitely help in the situation if I seen anything.
Most definitely. I like that, because I think as it is, life's hard enough, and I think women should stick out for each other a lot more than they do. And it's getting a lot better, women are sticking out for each other a lot more um nowadays than, say, like in the past and everything, where they would stay silent and stuff, whereas more women are finding their voices, and I think it's spectacular, because I feel like, women are human just like men are. We're all human. We just have different body parts. We're made differently, but we're all still human, no matter race, no matter gender, no matter any of that. We're all human. We all are on this rock called Earth. We're all orbiting at the same speed and everything else with the rest of us. We're all doing the same thing. And it's so hard when people make life so much harder. And it's like, we're all in this together. Why is everything so hard? And I think women finally, starting to have more of a voice, and women having that courage and stepping up, and society is definitely changing, but it's not changing at the pace it should. And women are speaking up a lot more. They're having more of a voice when it comes to things and everything else, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But I think that it should be happening a lot quicker, and it should be, a lot more equal than what it is now, and it should be a lot more equal a lot quicker. You know? Um so let me ask you, when it comes to your modeling and everything else, excuse me, and I'm trying to think of how to word this. When it comes to your modeling, how do you see, where do you see yourself going? Like, how big, how far? Like,
Hopefully on a magazine cover one day.
heck yeah. I can see that. Except for like a badass, like I can see you on like a Rolling Stone cover or something. um um I apologize. I'm sorry. I have ADHD, so my brain's kind of like just like at a stopping point. Uh, so you said that you hope, to see yourself on a magazine and everything. Um, what steps are you, I guess, willing, or, okay with taking to get to that point? Like, where are you trying? Like, are you cool with traveling? Like, are you trying to stay local? Are you okay with stepping out of your comfort zone when it comes to what you're comfortable with wearing? Like, the more gory stuff that you're trying to base yourself around, would you like step out of that and say, like, be a country girl? Some cowgirl boots, cowgirl hat.
Maybe if I could still like twist my style into it, maybe.
I think you could. Okay. I like that. I like that you're willing to go out and reach, and, but take over a different look that's not necessarily you, but still twist yourself into it. And I really like that. I like that dedication, and that, because that's what helps with that confidence and everything, and boosts that, is because like my modeling based around, smoking, stoner stuff, and, horror and creepy stuff like that. So, and I'm able to, and I like that because I'm comfortable with that. Marijuana is a medication to me. It's not, yeah, I smoke to get high. I do. It's a fact. That's what you're doing. I'm smoking to get high. but there's so much more to it that people don't understand, or they just don't want to take the time to understand, and they just want to be ignorant towards it. And that's completely up to them or what have you, you know. But when it comes to like weed and stuff, I like being able to mix that in with my photo shoots because I have, you know, anxiety, I have PTSD, I have my traumas, my depression, all that. So it helps me. It helps me to deal with the day to day. It helps my anxiety when I'm driving. It helps, you know, like it helps all that. Like even not even driving, just like in the car in general, passenger seat, back seat, it doesn't matter. Like there's still that anxiety. And I like that I can, you know, mix that in with my modeling, and that helps me with the confidence and everything. And same with doing like the horror and the creepy stuff and the weird, like I mean I'm wearing a white tank top with a galaxy button up shirt over it right now with shorts. I mean it's I like that I can be myself, and it helps with that confidence and everything, and I can mix myself into it. And I like that you're able to do that with, you know, your own outfits and different, whether it's different genres or whatever you're trying to reach out to and trying to, you know, model for or whatever. I like that you inquire yourself in there because it gives us a little taste of you. It's yeah, like we see your beautiful face when you're modeling, and we see all the gorgeous stuff and everything, but it's like if you throw your little twist in there, it boosts that. It's like, okay, like this is her. This is who she is. She's not hiding behind a mask. She's not, you know, like yeah, she's modeling. This is her taking pictures, so she's posing. It's, you know, it's posed or whatever. But it's you. It's posed, it's not fake. You know, and I like that. And I think that reaches out to a lot of the viewers and everything. And I think that reaches out to a lot of people because people nowadays don't appreciate the originality of other people, and they don't take the time to appreciate everybody. And they don't take the time to appreciate people's, you know, they only look at people's flaws. They don't appreciate the positives.
Mhm.
And I think, you know, I think if more people, you know, kind of did like what you just said, where you would try something like, say, like an alt cowgirl, you know, like an alt cowgirl, and you have like, you know, like your little pentagram on your neck with your choker, and but you have like a black cowgirl hat with like a skull on the front and like potions or something. You know what I mean? You just add your own little twist to it, but you have like a pointy cowgirl boots, so it's kind of deadly looking that are black. You know, you put your own twist to it, and I think that, you know, just focusing on that and remembering that this is your modeling pictures are you, and just express yourself, just be who you are. I mean, here at BTMX, we're like a family. You know, if you need help with something, you just reach out, and girl, we got you. You know, and I think that's great, and I think women should help each other out a lot more, because I don't feel like women help each other out enough. I feel like they kind of just stay silent, and they just, whatever happens, happens. And it's sad. And I understand why people do it. They don't want to get involved, not their business, what have you. But at the same time, that's why this world is suffering the way it is, and that's why everything's falling apart, is because people aren't taking the time to help one another, to reach out, and we're just letting, you know, everything get controlled, and we're just like, okay, like it is what it is. I guess I'm gonna go do that now. And it's not right, because whereas if, you know, say like Amanda doesn't want to do it, they're gonna be like, I ain't fucking doing that, da, 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 da. You know, that whole thing. And it's just like, whereas we're just supposed to be like, you know, like, okay, like I'll go do that, sorry. Like that's not me, you know. Like if something needs to be done, I'll go do it. But like, for example, me and my husband, we're a team. There's no him above me, me above him. We're a team. Like if he doesn't have it, I've got it. When it comes to money and everything, it's our money. You know, if like I said, he ain't got it, I got it. And if I can't take care of it, he takes care of it, vice versa. and it's a team, and I ask him for his opinion on things, and he's a massive feminist, and so he's like, yeah, like you look really good, like you want to wear that, wear whatever you want to wear, like I want to show you off. And I'm just like, yes, thank you. And we're a team, and there's no I'm the man of the house and this is what I said, and it's none of that. This is our home. This is our life together that we're building. This is ours. It's a man and a woman, and it's equal. And it's I drive, he drives. I mean, he doesn't just drive me around. I drive us both around. I mean, he's at work, I'm out running errands. If I'm at work, he's running. I mean, it's a teamwork, and I feel like if more men got on the same page as women, like him, it would be so much smoother.
Mm-hmm.
But and it helps that he's a massive feminist, and that's why it is the way it is. And I love that for him, and I love that he supports women the way that he does. And he's not afraid to stand up for a woman in a restaurant or something, say management. And I've seen him stand up for people and stuff, and he's not afraid to let him know, like, hey, like, don't talk to her like that, like she deserves more respect than that. And I love that. And I think more men and more women should be like that, especially more women, because we're the ones it's happening to.
Yeah, we know how everything is. So
exactly. So I don't understand why we're not, wanting to help each other more, because we're literally the ones it's happening to. Whereas somebody like, my husband, John, and everything, it's different,
They see it, but they don't really know what's happening.
Exactly. And one of the things I love is he sees it, he knows what's happening, and he tries to put a stop to it. And what's kind of sad is he does more than I've seen women do. And it's like, wait a second, like, I love the fact that, this man is so connected with women on that level, because that's what I wish all men could be, but that's not gonna happen. But I'm blessed that he's on that level. But when I look at it, I'm just like, wait a second, why is he doing all this, but she isn't, and she is? And I get it, intimidation, keeping your mouth shut, staying quiet, or what have you. But at the same time, enough is enough. When is enough, Like, what has to happen before you finally say something? I mean, and it's just crazy. I mean, and I would love to hear your opinion on all this too. Like, for example, like just the things that, like, you see in every day, not even just at concerts or with modeling or anything, just in everyday, like whether it's work or around your house, like your neighbors, or even the grocery store. Like, it's everywhere.
Yeah. It is everywhere, and it's sad.
It's very sad. And I just wish that people could, come together more and just love one another. Like, life is too short to dwell on all this extra stuff and all the drama and all the bullshit. Like, there's no reason for it, There's none. I mean, like I said, we're all on this planet together. We're all spinning at the same goddamn speed. Like, I mean, we're all doing the same thing. Like, we're all born, grow up, go to school, get a job, get old, retire, die. It's the cycle of life. It happens to everybody. So why? And you get one chance at it. So why are you going to make everybody's one chance miserable because you're miserable with your one chance?
Yeah.
Why are you going to tear everybody down with you because you're not happy with yourself? You're not happy with your own situation. You're not happy, do something about it. And I understand there's some situations it's easier said than done. I've been in plenty of situations where I physically could not do anything about it at that moment. But I didn't drag anybody down with me. I didn't talk crap to women. I didn't, treat men like crap. I didn't, my struggles and everything, the people that helped me, my support system, I appreciated it, you know, and I thanked them and what have you. And then whereas everything else, I dealt with it. I kept my head up, I dealt with it, and I overcame it. You know, it's what we have to do as humans. I mean, we all go through hardships, we all go through everything. And I think that if everybody was nicer to each other, it'd be so much easier going through all the drama and all the hardship and everything.
Yeah.
So, let me see if there are any questions. Let's see. So let me ask you, what do you do to help as a woman, what do you usually do every day to kind of help with not necessarily somebody sexualizing you, but even that too. But how do you handle somebody acting wrongly towards you?
I try talking to them, but if they're like too close-minded, I usually just walk away.
Okay. I like that. I like that communication. We have a question. How give me 1 second. How do you uplift yourself even when you feel down?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How do you uplift yourself even when you feel down?
Usually I just make outfits, listen to music, maybe do some art.
Have you ever thought about maybe selling your art or, you know, something along those lines?
Not yet. I mostly just color and do the diamond art paintings.
Okay. Those are pretty cool though. I like this. Those are fun. Okay. And the outfits that you make, are those you're just making outfits like
Yeah.
when you say making outfit, are you grabbing clothes that you already have? Are you like putting fabrics together and sewing it? Like
Just what I already have.
okay. I like that.
Just don't like needles.
What was that?
I don't like needles, so I can't like sew or anything.
I understand that. I don't like needles either. I know I have tattoos and stuff, but I don't like needles that like I don't like shot needles. It's different.
Yeah.
So when you make your outfits and everything, are you making them to do your photo shoots? Are you making them for just day to day, just because?
Just day to day, and also for the photo shoots and stuff.
Okay, I like that. Do you go out and like say like you're trying to put an outfit together and you're like, I'm missing this. Do you ever like just go out and you're like you buy it and then you're like, okay, perfect, and then
Yeah.
that's just like an outfit that you now have? I like that. I think that's cool. Let me see if we have any other questions. So, if you had to pick a destination to do a photo shoot at, where would you pick?
Probably like the rainforest, because like
That'd be
more
gorgeous.
gothic type style.
That'd be beautiful. Would you do a photo shoot at a cemetery at night?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So when it comes to traveling and stuff for your modeling, I mean, are you trying to travel? Like, you trying to travel around the world? Are you only trying to, you know, shoot locally?
Probably locally just for now until we can all afford it, because I would not want to leave without my family. I'd want us all to go together.
I get that. That's sweet. I like that. Let me see. Let me see what we got. We got John Fleming's in here saying, preach it. You're amazing. A rainforest would be cool. A rainforest would be cool. Let's see what else we got. We got Rocky Rob in there saying one moment it's bright in there, next it's dark. It's trippy. I agree. I think a rainforest would be a killer photo shoot. I think that'd be so cool. So cool. Because you have all the different colors of just nature itself, and then as you're doing the shoot, you get the amazing smells of the forest. You see animals, and it's so, I don't know. I feel like that just sounds amazing.
Yes.
Let's see. If you had to pick a style that is not necessarily your style to do like a photo shoot, what would you pick?
Maybe like a biker.
Okay.
Like motorcycle type gear.
I can see that. Would you ever consider doing like pinup? Or just like more the motorcycle type? Like,
no, mix of both.
we'll mix it up. I like that. Little pinup with a little, leather jacket and stuff. A little bit of both. I think that'd be cute. Do you ever plan on doing a photo shoot like that maybe in the future?
Yeah.
Do you know anybody that owns a bike?
Yeah. I know a few people.
That'd be badass. I think those would, I think those would blow up if you did some photos like that. I think it would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What else we got? Let's see here.
You're fucking kidding me.
What do you do to pass your time outside of work? Like outside of, work? And I know that you have a baby. But like what do you really do?
Mostly just art stuff. Like coloring and crafts.
Okay. I like that.
I'm starting into gaming a little bit, but they're more of like relaxing games, like House Flipper.
Okay. All right. Have you ever thought about playing like Stardew Valley?
I really don't know what that is, but I'd be open to playing it.
Have you ever played Harvest Moon?
No.
Animal Crossing?
I heard of it.
So Stardew Valley is kind of like that. So it's you make your own little character and everything. You're in this like 2-bit or like 8-bit type world type thing, and it's like pixelated or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but you're this little character and you build like a little farm and you can mine and you can kill ghosts and zombies and slimes in the mines, and like you can find like gems and stuff, turn them into a museum, get rewards for it, and you just like build your own little world. And I've been wrapped up in that lately when I'm not doing my modeling or any, when I'm not working. I've been spending hours on like Stardew Valley. Like my ADHD is so hyper focused on it right now. Like it's so hard to like not want to play it. But I think it's a really good game. I think you would like it, if you're into like the more simple, like just, enjoyable type of games. I think you would like it. It's more cutesy, it's more just you kind of kick back and just kind of farm a little bit. You go mine a little bit, fish, what have you. You know, you collect all the fish, all the gems. You try to fill up all that. I think you'd like that.
Mhm. It sounds really
So,
cute.
one of Edward asked, "What about No Man's Sky?" So my friend DJ, he actually plays it. He talked me into downloading it. I downloaded it like 2 months ago. I haven't played it yet, but I do have it, and I do need to play it. But have you ever played it?
That's not okay.
No.
No.
And then we have Rocky Rob that says he wants to know what inspired us to do modeling.
No, Kurt.
So what inspired you to do modeling?
It was like fashion, and I like taking my picture and stuff, so I thought it kind of made sense.
Makes sense. I feel that, you know, one of, you know, somebody kind of talked me into it a little bit. You know, they told me it'd be a good idea. So I said I'd give it a try to help boost my self-confidence. And then, you know, it just kind of took off because, I mean, as it is, like on a daily, not necessarily on a daily, but a lot of times, like I take smoking videos and I post them on my Snapchat or what have you. And modeling is literally just taking something that I'm posting on my Snapchat that I'm comfortable with and posting it just on a different platform and using it as like a face, you know, if you will, and to show like this is me comfortable, like and I like that. I like that I'm comfortable with it. And then I joined the BTMX family, and then it's been all but, you know, it's been great, and it's definitely like a family here, and I love it. I love every second of it. And it's definitely boosted my confidence, and, you know, helps me want to help you guys, and it makes me want to, you know, help other females out there and boost everybody and just make everybody happy. I just want to make everybody happy. I just want to help everybody and make everybody happy.
Making the world a better place.
Exactly. Like I said, life's too short, and we all got to live on this sad planet together. So why not make it at least a happy, sad planet? That's what I think. Let's see. Rocky Rob says, "What are your goals, your dreams, and what do you wish to manifest in life?" I like that. So go for it.
I just want to make my family happy, be able to make this into a living, and
Oh yeah, I like that. I'm just trying to help other people. I'm trying to help other women boost their confidence. That's my main thing. I have struggled with my self-confidence my entire life. You know, I used to be really overweight. I lost a lot of weight, and to get to the size I'm at now, and I'm still, every now and then I still look at myself like I looked at myself back then. And it's hard to get that out of your head. And I know what that's like. And I know what it's like to eat you up and make you feel completely crappy and all of that. The not having self-confidence, and it doesn't really make you feel good. It kind of makes you feel like, you know, like shit. And I don't like that feeling, and I don't want other people feeling like that. And I just want to try to help everybody to be happy, healthier, you know, enjoy life. It's too short. And, you know, I'm on my little spiritual journey right now, and I've been on it for a little while now. And I've realized a lot of things, and I look at the world completely different now. And I want to make everybody happy. And I'm just hoping that in the long run that my voice means something and it helped change something to better everything.
yes.
Personally. Yes. One more question. Have you guys ever thought about modeling with weapons? It's a good question. It's a great question.
Yes, I actually have a few ninja stars and what is that called? One of the crazy knives that like you do tricks and stuff with.
Oh, I don't know what they're called. Never mind. I was thinking something completely different at first.
I forget at the moment, but I have one of those too, and they all match. So I want to do
Oh,
shit
yeah.
with those.
Oh,
Oh,
that'd
rainbow.
be
Cable.
bitching. That'd be bitching.
Yes, butterfly knife.
There you go. Yeah, that'd be badass. I really think it would be badass. My my husband kind of collects knives and swords and shit, so I got a handful of options throughout the house. I know there's machete. I know, we got a couple of things, and then my grandpa left me a double barrel coach shotgun. So I mean, I think I could take some badass pictures with like that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be bitch.
Mhm.
Hadn't really thought of it, but now I'm thinking about it. Now those wheels are just turning, and I'm coming up with so many ideas now. What type of outfit would you do with, like, say, like, modeling with your ninja, your stars?
Definitely some like tall heels and probably some ripped clothing.
Okay. Fine. You said you like making outfits. I wanna see what your ideas are. Get yourself out there a little more. I think it'd be badass. I really do. I think it'd be a cool next shoot, or future shoot, or what have you. Maybe badass. Let's see what else we got. Would you ever do a photo shoot with animals?
Yes. Reptiles and snakes and I love all the animals.
So I don't know how to say that word, but a shuriken? Okay, Rocky Rob says they're called a shuriken. But he said it's a butterfly knife. I don't know. It's one of the two. It's one of them. Oh, I didn't know that. See, I didn't know that. I did not know that throwing stars were known as shurikens.
I didn't know that either.
That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that. So, do you have any questions?
Not that I can think of.
So, I know I don't want you to give any spoilers or anything, but give me a small sneak peek of your next photo shoot. Just something, a little snippet, a little teaser.
I'm just gonna be more gothed out and
Okay.
I don't know how to say anything about saying too much.
You're all good. Got it. That's enough little teaser, You're gonna be even more gothed out. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Rocky Rob said, "Don't you watch anime?"
No, but I should.
I haven't watched anime since like my senior year of high school, so it's been a minute.
I watched like Naruto and stuff like that and Sword Art Online, but
The
those like
most
the main
recent,
ones.
the most recent I watched was probably My Hero. That was the most recent one I watched. And that was probably like a year and a half ago. So I guess past my senior year, I have watched some anime, one anime. But yeah. I mean, I love talking to you. I loved getting to know you. I mean, I think you're gorgeous. I think you're amazing. I think you're going to do absolutely amazing, honestly. Like, personally, I think you are going to blow up, and I think you are going to just be this glorious, gory star. And I think it's going to be amazing,
I really
personally.
appreciate that.
Of course. And, if you ever need any help, we're all here for each other. We're all like a family. You're more than welcome to reach out to me and what have you. Did you have any questions, or did you want to touch base on anything? Like, did you want to, go over anything that you do for your modeling, promote anything real quick,
Not really, besides my boyfriend's band that's Lost in the Mutiny. But other than that, not really at the moment.
All right. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your, the band?
It's all about mental health and
Heck yeah.
yeah.
I like that. And you said he's been a band for a year?
We've only been together for almost 2 years now. But
Okay, I got
he's been in the
you.
band for 5-ish years, I think.
Okay, that's badass. Oh yeah, I like that. And you said he goes over mental health and all that?
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I think that's killer. And what was the name of the band one more time?
Lost in the Mutiny.
Lost in the Mutiny. I'm gonna definitely listen more.
Thank you.
I've heard one or two things, but I'm gonna definitely but I think that's badass. I think, I think it's cool that they have that going on for them. And I think it's cool that they're trying to reach people like that. And I think, I think that can also help boost your modeling and everything. If you put yourself out there at their shows and stuff and you're like, look, like I'm working on self-confidence and stuff, like this is my modeling. Like I think you could get, more, you could draw more people in, especially in that type of environment, what have you, and with your modeling and stuff, like I could see this blowing up for you, like big, massive.
Thank you.
Of course. Let me ask you, how hard is it to do modeling and everything, having, such a young child and, all that you deal with on your day-to-day life?
It gets a little bit hard sometimes because the schedule and whatnot, because babies obviously need a lot of attention. But obviously the dad helps out a lot too, so that's good.
That's really good. That's good that you have that helpful support system.
Yes.
So, do you ever plan on later on maybe bringing, your son into like some of the photos and stuff?
Maybe.
Like as he got older,
Yeah, when he's older. Just
Yeah.
the internet's a scary place for kids right now.
No, not right now. Not right now. I mean,
Yeah.
like older, like,
Yeah.
like in his teens can make his own semi-smart decisions because they still don't make smart decisions as a teenager. But okay, I think that'd be cool. The little mother son, type thing, and I think that'd be cool. I think you guys could do like a cool, like more Trisha, Adam Family type look. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be killer. So, and you're sorry. So your boyfriend, he's super supportive, right?
Yes.
That's good. That's good. I just want to make sure,
Yeah.
make sure. But I really wanted to thank you for being on the show with me. We are going to be ending here shortly.
Thank you for
I
the
wanted to
opportunity.
thank you. Of course, if you want to do any more shows, like let me know. Like bring you back on. Anybody, any other gorgeous, beautiful woman that wants to, do this show and talk about the hard, day-to-day life as a woman, like, and just go over things and just kind of breathe, have a nice little breather, get some stuff off your chest or what have you. But I think, I really appreciate you being here, and I appreciate, kind of giving us a little inside look of you, of, your life, who you are outside of Death Bunny, all that. Because I mean, you're a killer ass model, and I can only imagine, what your life outside of that. So, thank you. I appreciate you. But we have, and then the last comment is John Fleming says, "Great show, ladies. You're both beautiful and amazing. Keep pushing for your dreams."
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
So, thank you. We really appreciate it. Rocky Rob said, I know female rap artists. Maybe they'd be willing to jump on the show. Heck yeah. I mean, let them know. I mean, hit them up and everything else. I'm more than, I would love to have them on here. I'd love to talk to them. I'd love to reach out to them, see their point of view on everything. I think that'd be totally cool. I think it'd be totally cool. But yeah, I mean, this was a great show. I absolutely love talking to you.
Talking to you as well.
And I really hope everything goes smooth with your modeling and stuff. And I hope that everything in life just smooths out for everybody, because it's too stressful right now. Everything's too chaotic. Life is too messed up right now. This world is falling apart, and we need to pick it up piece by piece and put it back together before this can really truly be a happy, healthy planet to live on and living environment, you know? But thank you again. Sorry, my ADHD. But thank you. I do appreciate you being on the show and everything. And you know, if anybody, like I said, females want to be on the show, just reach out to BTMX or what have you. Let us know, and we can definitely try to make that happen. So I'd love to hear from amazing up and coming artists. I'd love to hear from amazing women and, you know, woman figure, like powerful woman figures. Like, I'd love to hear from all you guys. I think it'd be amazing. And I think the world definitely needs to hear all of this. And I think people really need to hear this. Mm-hmm. So, but thank you for doing this with me and everything. And it was wonderful talking to you and hearing from you and seeing into you and what you've got going on and the little snippet of, you know, your next modeling and all that. So I think, you know, yeah, I think it'll do amazing.
Thank you.
So thank you, guys.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Oh, come on. And I'm rapping LSD, small one. I'm a fucking Black Widow. Sick shit. And I'm rapping LSD. Every issue of my surface on that night, and I was one blade away from committing suicide. In my mind, got to thinking, who the fuck are they? This pathetic world is mine, and they ain't taking this shit away. So now I'm thinking about the times when people have really pissed me off. I'm alone with the hate, and I'm plotting ways on getting your life tossed. It's consuming every bit of my mind. From this point of revenge is mine. I'm looking at you and I'm looking at him. Now it's only a matter of time. Face it, there ain't no backing out of this, cause it will follow you like shadows waiting to take your existence. And the shadows there are just waiting to hack your fucking face. You will never escape, you will simply be replaced by another motherfucker bound in torture just because. Betray me and I come over you and believe I'm drawing blood. Shit, nothing's ever stood my way and nothing ever will. How the fuck oblivious stuff, this shit is too real. Whoa, can you hear them crying? Listen to them cry, screaming, and the blood is slowly pouring down. Fuck them all, let them burn. Fuck them all, let them burn. Castrate. Tonight is my night and it's my turn. I was never good enough, they always looked down. They held themselves too high, I was knee deep in the ground. Nobody stood in a fucking hand, they just dug deeper. Now look, I'm the vindictive midnight creeper, killing the night and wiping you up because of you my mind is lost. And every time I think of this, I know that it won't ever stop. Recall this one time, yo, this one guy tried to flip shit. 17 in high school when he suffered from a slip dick. Limp dick, yeah, he was so what he deserved. Everyone after that seemed like they begged to get hurt, so I did. Became the only way that I could sleep. The blood became thick as human life became cheap. For every friend that I had a fucking victim too. The hate inside was get fed while the body count grew. True, a lot got away with shit, but now will be the time to re-release the killer within and let death consume my mind. Whoa, can you hear them crying? Listen to them cry, screaming, and the blood is slowly pouring down. Fuck them all, let them burn. Fuck them all, let them burn. Castrate. Tonight is my night and it's my turn. To begin my tomorrow, I must slaughter my past. I must resurrect the rage now with no questions asked. I I stare into my own eyes to see into theirs. They're pathetic and regretful and they're motherfucking scared. They know that I am coming and they're waiting for me. They're aware of their ending in this hateful story. Suicidal victims make it so easy for me. They're the bloodiest executions that end so silently. I'm marching on this night and death is holding my hand. The dead will feast tonight if everything goes to plan. I enter and attack, I work so fast his neck cracks. He collapsed but he's still conscious but too confused to react. Now will be the time I draw the knife through his heart, and I will twist it in deeper until he dearly departs. Revenge is something that should be accepted and obeyed. No fucking questions asked, just behead those who have betrayed. Oh, can you hear them crying? Listen to them cry.